Welcome to our video about editing appointments in the Comply desktop. In this video, we'll show you how to manually edit drug testing appointments. As you are aware, you or your calendar administrator typically generate randomized appointments for each future month, but there are numerous reasons you may wish to add, edit, or remove appointments yourself apart from that. You can manually manage appointments in no less than 3 different tabs in Comply, and we have a lot of ground to cover. So I've tried to organize and sequence this video as concisely as possible. This is how we're going to proceed. For adding appointments, we'll visit the Client Profile and the Client Search tab. For editing appointments, you can use the Calendar or Client Profile tab, and for deleting appointments, you can also use these same Calendar and Client Profile tabs. You can add appointments in one of 2 places. We're going to start on the Client Profile tab. This is very straightforward. Ensure you are viewing the Calls Appointments sub-tab. Click on any future date, and then click the Add Appointments button. The Add Appointment dialog displays. The appointment start date defaults to the date you selected in the Calls Appointments grid. Beneath the date, you will see some options for reporting hours. You can choose between using the Location's default times or specify different times. We urge you to stick with Use Location's default times, which we've already selected for you. Comply will look up the proper reporting times for the date you've selected and assign those hours for you. Only use the Specify Appointment Times option if you have a specific reason to do so. Now, you could go on to click OK and you're done, but allow me to describe 2 additional features in this dialog. The first, Test Location, allows you to change the test location for this client, but it will only apply to this one appointment. It will not change the client's default testing location as assigned in PACS. We're going to leave it at the default value of WestCare Reno. The second feature, the Notes text box, allows you to type in notes. For example, explaining you added this appointment because the client was testing positive and you wanted to throw in some additional tests. You will see these notes in the underlying Calls Appointments grid for your future reference. It's perfectly fine to leave the Notes text box empty. The notes are optional. Click OK and you will see the appointment has been added, and if you scroll to the far right, you will see the appointment notes that you included with the appointment. A second place you can add appointments is in the Client Search tab. The process is almost the same as using the Client Profile tab, with the difference that you can add an appointment for multiple clients at a time. I will intentionally select clients from several different locations, highlight the clients, and then click the Add Appointments button. The Add Appointments dialog will display. The resulting dialog looks almost like the client profile, but this is where sticking with the Use Location's default time selection is of utmost importance. You see in the test location column we have many different test locations listed. These locations likely each have different testing hours. By sticking with the default times option, Comply will automatically assign the correct testing hours for each client for their specific location. If you were to choose the Specify Appointment Times option, the boxes will display, but my guess is you will seldom want to do this. So we will reselect Use Default Times, and you're ready to click OK. Now the appointments have been added. You can confirm this by going back to the Calendar tab, click the Display button to refresh the calendar, and on August 7th we see that these appointments for these clients have been added. We left off on the Calendar tab, so I'll stay here to show you how to edit appointments. When I say the word edit, I could say reschedule instead. You can use the Edit Appointments dialog to move clients and reschedule them to a different day, or simply adjust the hours for the day for which they are already scheduled. Let's give it a try. I'll take some clients from August 6th, highlight those clients that I want to reschedule, click the Edit Appointments button and the Edit Appointments dialog displays. Let's say we want to move them to August 17th. I'll click on the 17th. Now I could otherwise now click OK, but note one thing. There are 3 clients here highlighted in pink. Don't be alarmed. This is indicating that 3 of the 9 clients that you selected are already scheduled on the 17th. You can go ahead and click OK, and the remaining clients will get scheduled on the 17th, and Comply will leave these 3 clients scheduled on the 6th. You'll now see those remaining 3 clients are still highlighted on August 6th. Simply repeat the process by selecting Edit Appointments and choose a different date. The second place to edit appointments is on the Client Profile tab, so let's edit an appointment there. If you are focusing on managing appointments for a single client, this is the place to do it. Of course, you can only edit an existing appointment, so let's find an appointment and highlight it. Now select Edit Appointment. The Edit Appointments dialog displays. Choose a different date. We'll bump them back by 1 day, and then click OK. You'll see the client is now rescheduled for August 13th. And that's it. Staying on the Client Profile tab, deleting an appointment is pretty much a no-brainer. Find the appointment to delete, highlight it, click the Delete Appointment button. You'll be asked to confirm, click Yes, and that appointment is gone. Finally, how about deleting appointments back on the Calendar tab? It's the same, other than you can delete multiple clients at one time. To demonstrate, I will locate and highlight some appointments that I want to delete. Click the Delete Appointments button. A confirmation dialog will display and show you the number of clients that have been selected. Click Yes, and those appointments are done. And that's it. With that, we're finished with this instructional video. So, to recap, to add appointments, you can do it from the Client Profile tab or the Client Search tab. To edit, that is, reschedule appointments, use either one of Calendar or Client Profile. And deleting, you can also use the Client and Calendar Profile. You are armed and dangerous. Thank you for joining us today.